Hey there, thanks for tuning in to Duckbricks. I'm Chris, and the time has come. The entry period is over. We have tallied up all the entries, and now the voting has begun for the Golden Skinned Being Bionicle Fanon contest. So what exactly is this whole Fanon contest? Well, if you're confused, I've linked in the description below all the details about the Golden Skinned Being Fanon contest, where fans were invited to reimagine the Bionicle Golden Skinned Being as a mock artwork, 3D model, you name it, in whatever form you want, to compete to win some incredible metal masks. And so, I am so happy to announce that the first round of preliminary voting has officially begun, and let's go take a look at all those details right now.
Alright, so here's how this is going to work. The link in the description below will bring you to the voting page for Contest 6, the Golden Skinned Being. Specifically, voting for the preliminary rounds will last between September 11th to 17th, where they close at 11:59 p.m. PST on September 17th. There are two brackets for this particular round of prelims. Specifically, there have been 62 entries, so the brackets have been split into groups of 31 and 31, and the way this will work is that only 5 finalists will survive past the first preliminary round of voting, 5 finalists from each bracket, giving us 10 finalists starting on September 18th. So this is going to be a really tight call. Of course, please do vote in both brackets to keep the contest as fair as possible. Both Bracket 1 and Bracket 2 are filled with amazing entries, and again, out of the over 30 entries in each bracket, only 5 will move on to finalists. Let's take a look at those brackets right now. This is the first bracket, 1 of 2, and this is the second one, 2 of 2. All of them feature 31 different entries going from top to bottom, and again, you vote for your top 3 favorites, but only 5 will be chosen from each of these. Going quickly through bracket 1 here, you can see just an incredible array of creativity, from digital models to artwork, to physical models, to even 3D renders. This has been an absolutely fantastic showing from the Bionicle community, and I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who's entered, because there are some amazing entries right now. Of course, the same can be said for Bracket 2, and really pretty much these have been randomly distributed because I simply just couldn't really apply any sort of logic in terms of how the items should appear in the brackets themselves. There are some amazing entries coming from some of the most talented builders across the entire Bionicle community here, and again, this is just so cool to be able to see all these entries all up close. Of course, at the bottom of each bracket, there is a voting link to vote for your top 3 favorites. Again, you do need to fill out both of these voting links, which will bring you to these Google Forms right here. You first select your favorite entry, which you can see each of them for each of the brackets right here, 1 to 31. You then select your second favorite entry, and then of course you select your third favorite entry. Now do note that you cannot vote for the same entry multiple times. Votes that do vote for the same entry multiple times, let's say for example I want to vote for entry 1 3 times, those will not be counted, so do just keep that in mind. You do have to vote for 3 different entries every single time, and just hit submit when you are done, and that is good to go, and you should be ready to vote. Honestly, that's pretty much all the information you need to know in terms of how to actually vote for these. It is super simple. Just go down to the link in the description below. You're going to see a Google form of the actual documents themselves, leading you to these spreadsheets, which you can actually use to vote for brackets 1 and 2. But one more thing before we go, and that's one thing I really quickly wanted to discuss, is that we previously held a contest for you to decide what you want the next Bionicle Fanon contest to be. This was a Google form we populated throughout the Duckbricks Discord, as well as the descriptions of the Golden Skinned Being announcement video, and it basically summarizes a list of every single character we plan to hold a Fanon contest for in the future, because there's a lot of them. Now, I love democracy, so the responses were very clear in terms of what should be next. 16% of people voted for a free-for-all Rahi contest, so that will be Contest 7. However, things got a little bit more complicated when we got to the 3 Yesterday Questers. It's pretty clear to me that everybody wants to do the Yesterday Questers next after the free-for-all Rahi one, but it wasn't entirely clear if people wanted to, say, split them up, or if they wanted to do them individually. And so I've made a brand new poll that I'm asking everybody to please go ahead and fill out, that just has a bit of information that says the next Fanon contest, Contest 7, will be the Rahi free-for-all as people want. However, the one after that will be related to the 3 Yesterday Questers, and essentially I am just asking you all to vote on how you want this to be run. The two simple choices are either running it as one single contest, so that would mean that Telord, Kiara, and Zarya will be run as one contest. You can submit an entry to either one of the 3 brackets, and we essentially will run them all at once, or as 3 separate contests. Really, the only difference here is that if you want them to get done sooner, or if you want to have them a little bit more spread out in terms of having more time to build and work on them, I am totally fine either way, and I really do not have any sort of opinion on this, so I figured that given that people seem to have a much stronger opinion on this than I do, and have very good reasonings behind why they think it should be one way or the other, why not just open it up for people to vote? So, super simple, all you need to do is vote for one single contest if you want it to be held as one thing, and then you just submit the form, or you can vote for 3 separate contests, which will bring you to a section where you can vote for which Toa you want to start with, Kiara, Ord, or Zarya, and literally I will just go off of democracy. If more people want them as one single contest, we will simply just do that as contest 8, or if people want them as 3 separate contests, we will do them in the exact order that people want them to go in. Super simple, just please go ahead and vote. This form will remain open for a while. I plan to continuously ask people to vote in this, probably even throughout the next Fanon contest as well, as we run and announce contest 7. I will literally just keep this form open and keep asking people to submit, just so we can get the fairest possible outcome for how to run this contest. So this isn't your only opportunity. If you miss this video, this is not the only time that you'll be able to vote for this, but I just wanted to make sure because there's been a lot of discussion about this, and I figured, you know what, let's just make things easier and let people vote. Otherwise, please do fill out this form, but that about sums up what I have to say about this. Thanks so much for voting, and definitely go ahead and hit the polls.
Alright, with that, this is your reminder to go out and vote. Click the link in the description below to vote for your favorites. After this round, again, there will be another round for the finals. I'm so excited to see who makes it past this first preliminary round, and best of luck to the winners. Play well, and who will win, who will survive, who will tell the final tale, who will win, who will prevail, who will tell the final tale. That's up for you to decide. Thanks so much, and bye for now.